The Neutronium pack. A $5,000 GameStop power pack. That is insane. That is actually insane. Actually insane. Another late night stream. I'll be curious if anyone pulls up. For some reason, the stream was being really laggy earlier. I don't know why. Hopefully it's not laggy anymore. I don't know why it was so laggy earlier. But crazy stream. Crazy stream earlier. One of my biggest streams we've ever had, and it was mostly just people hating because I couldn't figure out how to watch the live stream. So a bunch of people started crying about it and calling me an idiot because for some reason I'm the idiot for not finding the live stream, yet they're trying to... They can't find the live stream either, but I'm the idiot? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, but that's the internet for you. Everyone's a genius. But yeah, overall, biggest stream I've ever had. I think the only stream that was bigger than that was Roblox back in 2021. And yeah, it was alright. 1,500 plus peak viewers. And I made over 1,000 people leave, which is hilarious. Because, once they started talking shit, I just started talking shit too. Because it's funny. Because it's funny. Pretty interesting. I actually went back and rewatched it, and I really didn't talk that much shit, so I don't know. I think people are just super sensitive and very angry. Very angry. Very angry. I don't know why people are so angry. But it's okay. That's okay. I'm sure everything will be back to normal now. I'm sure we'll be back to dead streams. And, not much to talk about. We'll be back. We'll be back there. I mean, the stream's dead now. Nobody's typing in the chat, so we're already back. But I also don't stream it this time, usually ever. I just wanted to come and talk about the $5,000 packs, make a little stream clip about it. Maybe we'll make another one. I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. I'm just kind of chilling. Late night stream, Late night stream. So far, nobody's in the chat, though. So I guess we'll just hang out for a second, and maybe some people will show up. Maybe they won't. I don't know. We can look at some news for a second while we wait. Oh yeah, AMD's at like $400. That shit's crazy. Shout out to Matthew. If I don't think you watch the stream anymore, but one of the OGs is heavily invested in AMD, and they must be absolutely crushing it. So shout out to that guy. Shout out to that guy. Whew. 412? Insane. Insane. Oh yeah, a bunch of insiders on eBay sold. I don't know if anyone saw that. Yeah, see, oh, we gotta watch an ad. Production. We gotta watch an ad. Live from the ghetto. Can I close this? You lose your reward? Cherry Production. Bro, I don't want to watch G Herbo. I don't want to watch G Herbo. I'm trying to look at some Open Insider. Trying to look at some Open Insider, bro. I don't even know who G Herbo is. Or Muna Aiki. Never heard of either of these people. Why you come? Sounds about what I thought it would. But yeah, the CEO sold 4.3 million of shares. The chief commercial officer sold 3.4 million shares. But he's been selling quite a bit anyway. The CEO has also been selling for a while. I just barely saw that they've been selling like today, but they've been selling for a while now. Very interesting. Very interesting. They've pretty much, I mean, March 4th, that's when that's when GameStop acquired a huge portion of their options, and the CEO sold that day. So yeah, I mean, the insiders on eBay have been selling for a while. I don't really know exactly how many shares they have. Or wait, it says right here, CEO owns 500,000 shares. Chief Commercial Officer owns 31,000 shares. Then Chief People Officer owns 94,000 shares. But just a lot of insider selling on eBay. A lot of insider selling. So, pretty interesting. Samsung hits $1 trillion valuation. Wow. Supermicro up 18%. Spirit starts Monslog process of dismantling airline. What is this? Bitcoin treasury firm strategy breaks from never sell approach. Strategy shifts from passive Bitcoin accumulation to actively managing balance sheet. Our ability to sell Bitcoin either to buy USD or sell Bitcoin to buy debt if it's accretive to Bitcoin per share is something that we would consider doing going forward. Damn, MicroStrategy's so desperate, bro. So desperate. They gotta be so far in the red. We will sell Bitcoin when it's advantageous to the company. We're not going to sit back and just say we'll never sell Bitcoin. We want to be net aggregators of Bitcoin, increasing our total Bitcoin, but more importantly, increasing our Bitcoin per share because we think that is what is going to be most accretive long term from MSRT. Since when does MSRT care about their shareholders? Like, for real. If you say on the earnings call, Saylor compared strategy to real estate development. If you bought land for 10,000 an acre and you sold it for 100,000 an acre, then you bought more land with profit, or if you sold 100,000 an acre to pay some interest expense on debt that you used to buy more land, nobody would say that's the bad price of real estate, and no one say that proves the business doesn't work. Real estate development companies literally exist to buy land cheap and sell it expensively. We're like a Bitcoin development company. Oh my god. Who the hell invests in MicroStrategy, bro? Garbage ass company. Insane. Intel Micron posed to break major milestones. Where's the chat, bro? There's nobody here. Oh well. It is what it is. I mean, I don't really stream it this time, but I thought maybe someone would show up, but I guess not. Pokemon scalpers are stealing targets' displays. Jeez. They even took the backer paper. God, Pokemon scalpers are weird, bro. It's a weird group of people. Xbox CEO ends Copilot AI development and overhauls leadership. AI tool lets heartbreaking users recreate their exes and people are divided. What? That's psycho. That's actually psychotic. Papa John's partners with Toy Story 5. Man pulls with manhood. Yeah. News is whack lately. The only thing exciting is GameStop. Jax Films exposes fake YouTube live streamers scamming Roblox fans. Fake giveaways while pretending to be live streaming. Streams targeting fans of Roblox where creators promise free Robux. Streamer tells viewers whoever is the first person to click the little gift box and send me the laughing disco, you're next. Laughing disco is a paid YouTube gift worth around $5. Interesting. Interesting. Not surprising though. Not surprising. Starbucks boss defends $9 coffee is affordable. Okay. Okay. Yeah, $9 coffee is so affordable. Very affordable. Chipotle CEO says customers should just ask for more food amid portion debate. If you want more, you should ask for a little more. I promise you there's never a team member on the line who's going to say no to you. Okay. Good to know. Coinbase lays off 700 people. CEO says AI reduces need for staff. Tech startup's beanie hat will actually be able to read your mind. Okay. Okay. X user tricks Grok into sending them 200,000 in crypto. That's got to be fake. News is terrible, bro. 60-year-old cancer survivor joins college football team and he's actually playing. I think that's enough news for today. That's enough news for today. That's not very good news. The news is trash. It's crazy how I had over 1,500 people in the chat today. And 2 people have messaged in the chat so far. That's why I'm not nice to most people, because it doesn't matter if I'm nice or rude. You know, all they were there for was the Ryan Cohen interview. They don't care about the stream. They don't care about me. So that's why I talked so much shit and just made them all leave. Because it's a waste of my time to be nice to a bunch of people in my chat who just talk shit. Doesn't matter if I'm nice or if I'm rude. People just want what they want. Just like this stream. The only reason people are clicking on this stream is because of the title. You guys want to see a $5,000 pack opening. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Man, these guys wrote a whole article about Ryan Cohen's interview. Pretty interesting. Maybe we'll read it later or tomorrow. I'll put that in the folder. Maybe we'll read it. Make a stream clip out of it. Whoops. Scalpers target Pokemon Pop-Tarts, selling them for 8 times their worth. We live in the most ridiculous world. The most ridiculous world. It's literally just such a joke. Dude, there's so many articles about GameStop's eBay thing. Wait, is that the article I just saved in here? No. There's multiple articles about this. I mean, maybe we'll read that one too, who knows? There's 2 Kotaku articles about the GameStop eBay deal. It's crazy. Dude, another one! Oh, those are old, okay. They, like, changed this website. They changed this website. I gotta re-bookmark this since they changed it. Okay. Secret cow level? Wow. Wow, the crypto market's actually up. I actually haven't looked at crypto in a while. It's up a decent amount. Actually, I haven't looked through like any of my news for a while. Damn, bond yields are up a lot. Oh, they changed the charts on these? Man, it's been a while since I've looked at this website. It's been a while since I've looked at this website. They changed a lot. Oil's at 100. Okay. Okay. I don't really want to go through that website. What earnings do you have tomorrow? ARM, DoorDash, Warner Brothers, TKO. There's a few things. Well, this sucks. If we're gonna go back to having a dead stream, that sucks. But it was a good run, a good weekend, or a good week so far. But it looks like we're back to having a dead stream, so it's whatever. All right, let's make a stream clip about this real quick. GameStop just released the Neutronium Power Pack. It's a $5,000 GameStop Power Pack. A mysterious new element joins the Power Pack experience. Rip into a $5,000 Neutronium pack today for a chance at some of the most premium Pokemon grails. And it looks like they changed the interface on Power Packs. I haven't looked at this in a while. They got some Buckbinder things, MVPs and Buckbinder on Fire. Those are new since I last looked at this. They still got baseball, basketball, football. It looks like One Piece was a limited of time thing, but they added this new Neutronium pack, and it's only for Pokemon, it seems like. But the top pull is $59,508. You have a 43% chance of hitting a $3,000 to $4,000 card, 28% chance of hitting a $4,000 to $5,000 card, 25% chance of hitting a $5,000 to $10,000 card, and then 1.5% chance to hit a 10K to 20K, 0.6 to hit a 20K to 40K, and 0.4% to hit a 40K plus. And we'll take a look at some of the cards here. Here's the $59,000 card, the Mewtwo Holo 2006 Pokemon EX Holland Phantoms Gold Star. Really cool card. I can't believe 60 grand for a Pokemon card is wild, bro. That is absolutely wild, but this is a very interesting. I thought the lunar packs were crazy, but the Neutronium, a $5,000 pack, bro? Who is ripping that? Who's ripping a $5,000 pack? That's insane. What else they got here? We got the H30 Umbreon Holo 2003 Pokemon Sky Ridge, $47,829. And I think these prices are variable. That's just GameStop's estimated value, or wherever they get their values from. That's just a massive card. That's about a 10x for the pull. So from a gambling perspective, it's really not that crazy, because, you know, if you hit a jackpot with a $5,000 pull in like a slot machine, you could potentially make like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So like, from a gambling perspective, Power Packs isn't that interesting in my opinion, but like, from a value perspective, what you are getting out of the gamble, you know, at least you should get your money back, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I don't think it's that great from a gambling perspective for how much risk you're taking on. Unless, you know, you just want a random card that's potentially worth $5,000. And more likely it's going to be worth, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. But if you think cards are going to go up in value, I don't think getting a $3,000, $4,000 card is really that big of a gamble. So there's a lot of value here and not much risk, because, you know, at least no matter what you do, pulling this, you get a card. And then you got another card here, the 107 Rayquaza Holo 2005 Pokemon EX Deoxys Gold Star, a PSA 9 for $40,878. A PSA 9 is that much money? Dude, that's insane. That is actually incredible how expensive Pokemon cards are. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. Personally, I would not feel comfortable having $40,000 in one card. I'm not a huge fan of collecting Pokemon in general. I'd rather buy GameStop shares, but crazy how expensive some cards are. You got the 20 Mewtwo Holo 2002 Pokemon Expedition, $36,600 PSA 10. Just so impressive, these values on these cards. So impressive. And I think so far all the cards we've looked at are exclusive to the Neutronium pack. I think this Charizard's in the Lunar packs, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, the Mewtwo's in the... Okay, so the Mewtwo's in the Lunar packs as well. Now we're just starting to hit the top cards in the Lunar packs, but we got a 151 Shining Mew, 2001 Pokemon Japanese promo, Cora Comics, Holofoil, a PSA 10 for $33,760. Just the value, dude, I just can't get over the valuations of some of these cards. I mean, I feel like some of these cards are cheap compared to a lot of the stuff you see online. There's like 100,000, 200,000 or more, you know, $1 million cards out there. But it's impressive that, you know, GameStop's offering these in power packs, and I bet people have already pulled a lot of these packs. I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of Pokemon degenerates out there that are willing to spend tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on Pokemon. You got the 1999 Pokemon game First Edition 15 Venusaur Holo PSA 10 for $33,242. I like this card the most. This is the most nostalgic card for me. It's a very cool card. Obviously, you know, you'd want to hit the $60,000 Mewtwo, but I really like that Venusaur card. Just nice, basic 1999 card. Looks really good, really nostalgic. Sweet card, really sweet card. And then we got the 003 Mew EX from 2025 Pokemon Simplified Chinese SVP promo Pokemon card membership, a PSA 10 for $31,800. This is a 20, dude, this card was just released last year and it's $31,000. There must be, I mean, I don't know anything about this card, but there must be something special about it. Maybe the Pokemon card membership, maybe it's a super exclusive card. Not really sure, but that's insane that a card literally released last year is over $31,000. That's actually just wild, bro. It's actually wild. Next up, you got the 146 Charizard Holo, 2003 Pokemon Skyridge, a PSA 9 for $29,336. A PSA 9. It's always crazy to me when a PSA 9 has a valuation like this. Like the PSA 10s, of course, make a lot of sense, but I can't even imagine what a PSA 10 of this card is if the PSA 9's $30,000. Like the PSA 10's probably like 100, 200 grand or more. Then we got the 58 Pikachu, another nostalgic 1999 Pokemon game card. First edition Red Cheeks, PSA 10 for $27,364. I've always liked this card, the classic 1999 Pikachu card. Can't go wrong with that. It looks really good. Let's see, we got the 117 Celebi EX Holo, 2005 Pokemon EX Unseen Forces, PSA 10 for $26,802. Look, I mean, that's a really cool card. Again, just the valuations on these are crazy, but you can pull these in the lunar packs as well. And then we got a couple more here. We got the 111 Groudon Holo, 2005 Pokemon EX Delta Species Gold Star. It's a PSA 10 for $26,700. I mean, I don't really think that card looks necessarily that special or anything like that, but obviously it's super valuable and people want it. It's $26,000. It's crazy. And then finally, we got the 145 Celebi Holo, 2003 Pokemon Skyridge, PSA 10 for $24,600. And yeah, I mean, looks great. Out of all the cards here, I think the Groudon is like the ugliest. And like I said, if there was any card I'd want to pull out of these Neutronium packs, it would be the Venusaur. That card's really dope. But yeah, this is an insane announcement by GameStop, a $5,000 power pack. I'm curious how many people are actually going to open these. That's insane. I like the artwork on the pack as well. Very cool. Very cool. All right, there we go. Nice little stream clip. A lot of people are going to be butthurt because they're going to click on that video and then they'll be like, it's clickbait, and then they're going to dislike it, and I'm just going to laugh at them. I'm just going to laugh at them, just like all the people in the Ryan Cohen interview stream earlier. Just going to laugh at them. I'll just laugh at them, bro. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? Put it on your credit card. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. If I had a credit card with a $5,000 sign-on bonus, maybe I would pull one, but nah. I'm not gonna waste $5,000 on a freaking power pack, bro. I wonder if anyone's like pulled one. I don't think I've seen anything of anyone like pulling one or anything like that. I thought I might have saw a post, but I think it was linked to Twitter, and I don't really trust links. Isn't it crazy how dead the chat is right now, bro? It's kind of crazy how dead the chat is. after the stream earlier, bro. After the stream earlier, it's crazy how dead the chat is. I just rewatched that stream for sure. They were a bunch of babies immediately. Yeah, they just started talking like immediate shit when I couldn't figure out how to find the live stream. And that's when I kind of just like was like, fuck it, and I went full heel turn. But it wasn't even that bad. I wasn't even like that rude. I wasn't even being like that negative. But the chat, bro, The chat was just talking so much shit. It was crazy, dude. It's crazy, like, when you get a bunch of fucking... I don't even know what you call them. Neanderthals? You just get a bunch of Neanderthals in your chat who think they're educated? It's actually insane, bro. It's actually insane how they act. Hi, Corey. Solid streams you do still. A year ago, I watched also and been away a bit. Hope you're doing well. Out of my personal curiosity, care to share your age, if no worries? I am 32, my friend, and I appreciate you watching the stream a year ago. That's awesome, bro. And I appreciate you coming back in and checking in, my friend. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm 32. I'm an old man, bro. I'm old. I'm old. I'm 26, by the way. Thank you. Hey, still young, bro. Still young. It's a beautiful thing. Especially if you're, you've been watching my stream, or, you're interested in the stock market and investing, bro. It's a beautiful age to be starting to get into that stuff. A lot of people don't even start getting into this investing and stuff like that until they're my age or later. So you're still very young, my friend. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it, bro. Nah, bro, you weren't. They could have easily went and watched it themselves if they really wanted to. Yeah, they just wanted to talk shit straight up. And, that's why I full heel turned. And, maybe it was a bad decision. Maybe I should have just ignored it and whatever, but it was fun. You can't say it wasn't fun, because it was fun. It was fun. I don't, judging by the chat, I don't think they enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it, and I think that's all that matters. And I think some of the OGs enjoyed it as well. People who have already been in the stream before. I think they enjoyed it. Maybe some of them didn't, but realistically, I enjoyed it, and I thought it was funny, and that's all that matters. If I'm having fun, then the people that actually watch the stream and actually care about it, they're probably having fun too, I would imagine. It was fun. I don't want these people in our community or representing us. Yeah, good point. I mean, they wouldn't have stayed anyway, realistically. Like, whether I was nice or mean, it wouldn't have mattered, bro. We've had that happen so many times. Obviously, that was the most exponential time. Like, I've never had that many people in my stream before. I think the most I've ever had before that was like 700 or 800. But it doesn't matter if I'm nice. It doesn't matter if I'm mean. Those people don't care about me. They don't care about the stream. They care about their little whatever they clicked on the video to see. Well, in that case, the Ryan Cohen interview. In other cases, it's been other things, but like that's the only reason they clicked on the video, They don't care about the stream. They don't care about me. So it's like, whether I'm nice or mean, it literally doesn't matter, because none of those people are ever going to come back to the stream again. Even if I was like the nicest person ever, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't give a shit. They would have still talked shit. They would have still talked shit, even if I was like being the nicest person ever, bro. They would have still just talked shit. I like this meme, this South Park meme. This shit was funny. I can't watch it on stream, but if you know this episode, it's hilarious when Butters becomes a pimp. Psst, baby, bitch, you want to stop making some real motherfucking money? Bitch, you want to start making some real motherfucking money? I'm back. Well, welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Hopefully you're not going to talk shit this time. Hopefully you've come back to the stream to enjoy, or, bring some value or something. GME is a litmus test of finance intelligence. Not saying GME is guaranteed, but it weeds out very clearly who understands and who doesn't, especially lately. Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you, my friend. It's not a guarantee, but it's in a lot of ways it looks like a guarantee by how negative people are about it, I think if people were extremely positive about GameStop and had like a positive view on it, I should say the majority, because there's a lot of people that do have a positive view on GameStop. But I would say, you know, since a majority of people don't have a positive view on GameStop and they think it's trash or whatever they think, to me, that's all I need to know, because a majority of people don't make money investing, they don't make money trading, and generally their opinions are wrong in most cases. So, like, you know, people not agreeing and thinking GameStop's not a good investment or whatever, like, that to me is extremely positive. You know, I'm a professional sports bettor. Well, I used to be. I haven't made a sports bet in like a year or two, but that was my strategy in sports betting, was to bet against the person that people thought was terrible. And, you know, you still had to find a good pick. You couldn't just randomly, you know, pick a fighter that was, you know, the underdog and hope to win. You still had to find a good fight. But real, you know, you find the underdog who actually isn't the underdog, but people think he's the underdog. That's how you win, in my experience. Excuse me. You blocked me earlier when I was speaking my opinion on GME eBay. I wasn't hating. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. There was a lot of people talking shit during that stream, and maybe you just got caught in the crossfire. So, you know, if you weren't trying to hate, I'm sorry for blocking you or timing you out or whatever, but there was a lot of hate in that stream, and maybe you just got caught in the crossfire. But I appreciate you stopping back, bro. I appreciate you stopping back. Still holding, because I know exactly what I'm holding, period. What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? We got to make money off someone too, honestly. People have to lose in order for us to win. Yeah, definitely true. Definitely true. So, you know, when the majority of people are potentially betting against you, that's extremely positive, I think. Will you be streaming regular in coming weeks, months, or just when you have time? I live stream like every single day. Not usually on the weekends, but pretty much every weekday I live stream for at least an hour or two. There was a time, you know, literally like 2-3 weeks ago, when I was like thinking about quitting streaming and, you know, quitting making YouTube videos, and then, you know, the eBay news came out, and then out of nowhere there was a bunch of things to like report on and talk about. So that was pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we can keep going, man. Hopefully we can keep going. It does suck, you know, when I start up a stream and the chat's like completely dead, but I just need to get to the point where I don't really care too much about that, and just, you know, stream for the people that are here all the time, because there's people that the second I start the stream, they come in. Well, you know, not the second I start the stream, but the few minutes after I start the stream, there's people that come in here, and whether they type in the chat or not, you know, they still want to see me stream. They still want to listen to what I have to say. So, like, I just need to, like, get unattached to the numbers and just do this for the people that actually watch, and just enjoy my time doing it, you know? And I think that's the goal going forward, is not really try to be attached to the numbers, and just try to produce as much content as possible and enjoy it. No amount of propaganda will ever get me to sell. That's awesome, Brian. That's awesome, bro. I subbed. Well, welcome, OnlyFines. Hopefully we see you in the stream more frequently, my friend. If you have something to talk about, you know, bring it here, bro. Like I said, you know, that stream earlier was insane. So, you know, it's pretty tough to talk about anything when the whole chat's just shitting on me. It's pretty tough to talk about anything, but if you have something you want to talk about or whatever, please bring it, put it in the chat. You'll see me here more often then. Good. Well, I hope so, my friend. I hope so. I hope to see you here more often. That'd be awesome, bro. That'd be awesome. Usually I stream. I've only been doing the night streams lately. I don't usually stream this time of day, or night, I guess I should say. I usually stream in the afternoon. These night streams are pretty rare. But I've just been trying different stuff. Let's see. See, why did Michael Burry tweet about this? This Ryan Cohen interview on eBay is a good one. Interview starts at 13333. Like I don't know if Michael Burry actually sold. He might be trolling, bro. Do you think there's potential that Michael Burry's just trolling and he didn't actually sell? I don't know. I don't know. Tough to say. Tough to say. I think the warrants are there to offset dilution if the deal goes through, but it will depend on the actual value of them on market, of course, but I think you would know this already. The warrants are there to offset dilution. Well, if people exercise the warrants, that's going to dilute shares. So I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think the warrants are dilutive because, you know, if you do exercise a warrant, you're you know, GameStop at $32 is like, I don't know what that is actually. $32 times 448. That's a 14.3 billion market cap. So, you know, even if people do exercise, I don't necessarily think the warrants are dilutive because the price you're exercising and for the shares and whatever is like 2-3 billion times higher than the actual value of GameStop's business, or the fair value of the business. If you believe fair values, you know, like 10-11 billion market cap, which it probably is. It's probably somewhere around there. So I don't really think the warrants are dilutive because of the price that they're getting exercised at. But overall, the warrants are dilutive because they are increasing the share float anytime someone exercises them. But you know, maybe I don't really understand what you mean by offset dilution. Maybe I don't really understand what you mean. I've been a part of GME for a while. I got over the fake YouTubers selling pipe dreams and emotional, irrational choices that lead to losing. Yeah, I mean that's the people that just talk about trading, I think. I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch the videos like other people post, you know, like the people who also just talk about GameStop and don't really talk about trading. I don't watch their videos, so I don't know what they're saying and what message they're trying to put out, but yeah, definitely like the traders who talk about GameStop. I don't think they know what they're talking about straight up. I don't think people who just look at charts and use technical analysis really understand business, and you know, I think they're just, you know, trying to get someone to FOMO into a trade and hope they win a trade so they can get a donation or something like that. I don't think the traders on YouTube care about your success. They just hope you get lucky so you will like buy their Discord or their course or something like that. You know, that's the marketing scheme for traders on YouTube. Because, you know, trading's a 50-50 game, so half the people win, half the people lose. The people that win stick around, buy your course, donate, whatever. The people that lose go find another trading guru, and then eventually the people who won lose, and then they leave, go find another trading guru. Like, it's just a rinse and repeat cycle for a lot of these trading YouTubers, because they're just in it for the money. They don't actually like care to build a community or care to like help people succeed. They just want to, you know, help themselves. And in the stock market, I mean, it's just like selling sports betting picks, really. There's no difference between people like talking about trading and trying to sell a course and people who are selling like sports betting picks. It's literally the same thing. I just try to help people and treat them the way I want to be treated and let the chips fall where they fall. Hey, that's a beautiful thing, Brian. That's a beautiful way to be, bro. I feel like I'm sometimes a little too aggressive on the stream. I try to do that in my real life, but when I'm online, I feel like I get a little aggressive, so maybe I need to work on that, but it is fun. It is fun to talk shit sometimes, I'll be honest. It is fun to talk shit sometimes. But I do agree. You definitely got to treat people the way you want to be treated. P, what's up, P? How you doing, my friend? How you doing, P? 5K pull is wild. Yeah, bro, the 5K pull is crazy, bro. It's absolutely insane. Do you guys know if I think someone pulled one. Let me see if I can find it. I wonder if the post got deleted. I think the post might have got deleted. But I think someone pulled a $5,000 pack. Let's see. Oh yeah, this guy, I think. I've seen this guy back when I had Twitter. Oh my god, he has Pokemon playing. Should I put... I should probably make this a part of that stream clip I made, huh? I'll make it the first clip so people actually... I'll just steal this guy's content so people think I actually pulled the pack when I didn't. I'll make this the first clip of the video. Oh, that's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious. I actually know this guy. They tried to get me to join their Power Pack community back when I had Twitter. And I declined because I don't... for obvious reasons. Are you only in GME stock or do you play options? I don't trade options. Even I haven't made a trade, honestly, in like a year. I've only bought and held GameStop. And yeah, I don't sell. Well, I mean, that's a lie. I did sell like 10 shares when the stock was at 28 bucks, and I definitely should have sold more, but I don't sell my shares. I just buy and hold. And I try to find other ways to accumulate money to buy more. I don't use trading as a way to acquire more shares. I definitely could. Like, I'm pretty good at trading. It's what I've done for most of my life, but I just think I respect Ryan Cohen, and maybe this is really stupid, but I do respect Ryan Cohen, and he doesn't want day traders in GameStop. So I'm not going to day trade GameStop out of respect for Ryan Cohen. Maybe that's stupid. Maybe that's a stupid way to view it, but if Ryan Cohen doesn't want day traders in GameStop, I'm not going to day trade. Even though I think I could make a ton of money day trading GameStop, I think the long-term value of just holding GameStop and continuing to accumulate as much as I can while the price is being stagnant, I think that's more valuable than trying to predict short-term price action and take advantage of short-term price action because who knows, maybe one day GameStop goes up a lot and anyone who's been trading the stock gets left behind. Like, I don't know, I don't know, but yeah, I just buy and hold GameStop and that's it. I don't trade at all. I don't buy options, just shares. The increased value of the warrants will cover the dilution. Yeah, they talk about that in the 10K, I think. I remember reading that in the 10K. Yes, totally, Michael is a hard one to figure out. We do know he has patience from the '08 crash as well as the kitty cat. I too am striving to have this kind of patience. I mean, the share price being down isn't a bad thing, bro. Like, I mean, it's not down, it's just flat. The longer GameStop stays flat, the more time you have to accumulate more shares at lower prices. Like, if the stock goes to $30, $40, $50, $60, it's just not going to be as attractive of an investment. It'll still be attractive, and there should still be a lot of upside, but the more the stock price goes up, the less attractive of an investment it is. So it's actually very beneficial that it continues to trade in the lower 20s, From my perspective, maybe, you know, there's a lot of people that don't agree with that opinion, but so if I get my warrants at below $4 and the deal goes through, they are intrinsically possibly worth $15 when the GME price becomes about $35, $45 after absorbing eBay. I can hedge my upcoming dilution by having lots of warrants. I know there's a lot of ifs though. Well, if you buy warrants at $4, your break-even price is actually $36 because the exercise price is $32 and you bought the warrants at $4, so your break-even price is at $36. So you don't even make money in that scenario until GameStop starts trading above $36. And it's also going to depend on the time, you know. If the warrants still have like a month or two and you're trading at $35, they're going to be worth quite a bit. But if you're on your final month or like the last couple weeks and GameStop's at $35, $36, $37, the warrants are only going to be worth like $4 or $5, or, you know, every dollar in the money is essentially a dollar. And then on options, you know, it's very similar on options. So it's just going to depend on the time factor, and the only way you don't get diluted is if you exercise your warrants. If you sell your warrants, your ownership goes down. If your warrants expire worthless, well, I mean, if the warrants expire worthless, most people probably didn't exercise their warrants, so there probably wasn't that much dilution to begin with. But if a bunch of people exercise the warrants and yours just expire worthless, or you sell them or whatever, you are going to be diluted. Your ownership is going to go down. The only way your ownership doesn't go down is if you yourself exercise the warrants. But yeah, there are a lot of ifs. There's so many scenarios that could play out. Kirby suction time. What's up, Afghan Battle Rat? How you doing, man? Trolling is fun. Yes, sir. It can be. Show the video. One sec. I'm reading my chat, bro. I'm down profit, not investment. Having that mentality helps a lot. Yeah, for sure. And you know, who knows, like maybe you're not down, you know, on paper you're down on profit, but they've issued bonds multiple times. They've issued the warrants. Now they're doing this eBay deal, which will potentially issue a lot of shares and raise a lot of debt. So sure, you're down on paper, but overall, if they never did the warrants, if they never did the bonds, the stock would probably be trading at like $40, $50 potentially. I look at my portfolio as a savings account, so I just accumulate, and once every year I look to take profits, but not my GameStop. I just accumulate more with my favorite stock. Hey, that's awesome, Brian. That's awesome, bro. I mean, I do the same thing. I mean, my account's not much of a savings account anymore. It's more just YOLO all into GameStop, but you know, we'll see. Holding GME and AMC almost ruined my life, brother. I was an idiot. I didn't wheel trade my shares or sell anything. Took a year off and came back with more knowledge. Been trading options intraday. So yeah, I took 140% on CFR calls. Mo asked me, FOMO used to get me, but if I stock rips or dumps at open, there's still profit to be captured if you come prepared. Using fib retracements and targeting discount zones and bounces has really changed the game for me. Hey man, as long as you're finding success, that's awesome. I'm not a huge... I've been a trader for a very long time. You know, I've made a lot of money trading. I've lost a lot of money trading. I've probably made more money trading than I've lost. I don't really know, but I'm just not a big fan of trading. I just think it's gambling, and I think you can have an extremely profitable year one year and then completely lose the next year and then you pay taxes for no reason. So, there's just a lot of factors about trading that I don't like, but if you enjoy it and you're finding success, man, and you're able to manage your risk and not get too emotional, that's awesome, bro. But personally, I do not like trading. My average in GameStop is 25.31, average holding 200 shares, and still have my warrants. Nice, bro. Nice. I think one of my accounts, my average is like 21-ish. But I bought a lot of shares at like 24. Right, lots of ifs, but thanks for your input on warrants. I want to profit on warrants because I cannot exercise them. I'm a Europe ape. Then take the profit into more shares. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hope you're able to take profits at the correct time, because I think that's going to be very tough. But even if you don't take profits at the correct time, I hope you take a profit that you're happy with and you're not too upset if it continues to go up. I mean, not financial advice, but if the stock is trading at $40, $50, $60, instead of selling your warrants, you could sell shares and then exercise your warrants. I don't know. You said you can't exercise because you're Europe, so maybe you can't exercise warrants in Europe. I'm not really sure, but potentially that's something you could think about if you are able to exercise your warrants. Because that's kind of what I plan on doing. Most likely, if the stock starts trading at higher prices, I'll probably start selling a little bit of my shares to exercise the warrants. But, time will tell. We still got, what, a little bit over 5 months, like 5 months and 3 weeks until the warrants are expired. So we still got a lot of time. We still got a lot of time to see what's going to happen. How come you don't allow rewind on your stream? I just don't like when people are behind and then they like answer something or say something in the chat about something I talked about like 10, 20 minutes ago. I try to keep everyone live, and you can rewatch the stream. A lot of people don't even really watch the stream live. A lot of people just watch the VOD that gets posted because people are busy. So, I just try to keep the stream live and the chat kept up with me. So I'm not like wondering why someone's typing something that I talked about like 20 minutes ago and then like we're not even on that topic anymore, I'm in auto industry, so I hold companies like Tesla, Caterpillar, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Ford, GM, Cummins, etc. Oh, nice, bro. Nice. I haven't looked at a lot of those stocks in quite a while. I know Caterpillar, or last time I looked at Caterpillar, they were crushing. I think AutoZone as well, but I haven't looked at any of those stocks in so long. I'm like, the past like year or two has been, I would say the past year or the past like 6 months has been the least active I have been on the market. I have not really paid attention to what's going on. Like, I look at the overall market and I have my charts that I look at like every week of the different sector ETFs and all the major indexes and like gold, oil, all the major stuff. Like, I look at that stuff like every week, but individual stocks, man, I have been lazy. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on with individual stocks. I'm just like GameStop and the market as a whole. Maybe like the top 5, 10 stocks I look at consistently. But I only buy GameStop, To me, GameStop's the only fairly valued stock on the market when you compare it to the business. So it's hard for me to get interested in other companies. But yeah, I mean, if you're finding success in those, that's awesome, bro. That's hype. That's hype. Getting to Rivian. Don't know much about Rivian. I think Rivian has a ton of debt. I don't know if it's really worth looking into. You could look into it, but I think they have a lot of debt and are losing a lot of money. Would you be open to inviting guests on your stream in the future just for talking about the stock and stuff? I'd be honored to join on sometime. Audio only, don't need anything. Sure, man. I don't know. We've done that before. It's been a long time, but if you want to add me on Discord, bro, it's Roaring Corey, no space, no spaces. Can I show it here? Whoops. Yeah. Oh, it blocked it because of streamer mode, but it's just Roaring Corey on Discord, no spaces. That's the only thing I have to like chat with people. So if you don't have Discord, I don't know how we're gonna do it because I don't have Twitter or anything like that. But yeah, man, if you really want to, I'm down. I'm down, bro. Just make sure you add me on Disc. Gonna be ripping in those 5K Neutronium packs. No, we're just checking them out. We're just checking them out. I do think GME will eventually have another run, but the people talking crazy price targets and all the noise from YouTubers really ruined buy and hold for me. When it rips again, I'll be juicing the calls for you guys. I mean, personally, I've only been profitable buying and holding GameStop, so like, and everything I've seen from the outside is anyone trading options gets absolutely wrecked because the stock really isn't that volatile and you have to be so timely about your option purchases. So, you know, I don't know if the price is going to go crazy either. But I'm in this stock for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So I'm not too worried about, you know, what everyone's saying and whatever. You know, I'm in this stock for the rest of my life. So it's very easy for me. And, you know, if Ryan Cohen thinks GameStop's going to be worth $100 billion in 10 years, I believe him. So for me, the issue is not having enough shares, you know. Like, I want to have as many shares as possible if that's something that can actually happen. I don't know if it's a guarantee or anything like that. I think it's pretty I'm pretty confident in my bet, obviously. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of trading, you know. I'm not trying to benefit off short-term price action, make a couple $100 here, then lose 100 and then make 100 and then lose 300. Like I'm just not interested in that. I'm interested in buy and hold and seeing what happens. And if it works, that's great. You know, cuz I'm never going to sell. So if I make $1 million off GameStop, I'm going to make that $1 million and never sell and never pay taxes. If you make $1 million trading, you have to pay a lot in taxes. So I'm not interested in paying taxes. I'm trying to become a multi-millionaire. And from my perspective, it's just not going to happen from trading unless you get lucky. You can get lucky and you can hit a big trade, but I think becoming a multi-millionaire from trading is a pipe dream. Unless you're already rich. If you're already rich, I think you can make a lot of money trading, but yeah, I'm just not interested in trading anymore. I'm trying to become a multi-millionaire, so like I'll trade when I'm rich, I guess. And maybe I won't even trade when I'm rich. I don't know, but I'm just not interested in trading personally. I've done it way too much, and I know the game way too much, you know. I know it too much. You have like a super positive week or month or year, and it's going great, and then next thing you know, you're getting clapped and all your gains are gone. It's just, I'm just not a big fan of trading. I've done it too much, and I'd rather buy and hold. We'll make it. All right, for sure, bro. Can we flirt late nights on Discord? If you message me on Discord, I'll most likely respond. What other stocks do you hold? GameStop? That's it. Just GameStop. Just GameStop. All right, let me record this real quick. Let me see what this thing. So this guy's about to open a 5,000. I gotta wait till he's opening it. He's taking forever. Oh wow, the top poll was a 68. The top poll when this guy recorded was a $68,000 card. So somebody pulled this and hit a $68,000 card and kept it. That's insane. That's actually insane. Oh, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Shin Pokemon. Oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Alright, we're about to pull this $5,000 pack. Let's get it. Let's get it. The Neutronium $5,000 pack from GameStop. What is he gonna get, bro? What is he gonna get? Oh, he pulled something, I think. I don't know. I don't even know what the animations are. That was an interesting animation. He pulled a Charizard Plasma Storm, PSA 10. Dude, he just pulled a $38,000 card. Holy guacamole. That's insane, bro. That dude just pulled a $38,000 card, bro. Whew. That's fire. That's heat. That's crazy, bro. $38,000 card. Well, shout out to that guy. Rich Bartuk on Twitter. That guy's been pulling power packs since they came out. He tried to invite me to their little power pack group back when I had Twitter, and I denied. I declined their offer. Elvis, what's up, Elvis? Hey, you might get your wish, Elvis. It might go back to $20. I actually don't know. I think the potential theoretical floor might be like 22, 23 by now, but maybe you'll get your wish, bro. Maybe you'll get your trade again. Who knows? Who knows, bro? You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon. Got to catch them all. Got to catch them all. Fixing to catch them Z's. Y'all be good. All right, have a good night, Brian. Have a good night. Appreciate you stopping in, my friend. Hopefully we see you again soon. God bless, bro. God bless. What do we talk about, man? It's a late night stream. It's a late night stream. What do we talk about now? I've watched the interviews a few times. I've watched the interviews a few times now. That TBPN interview is fire, bro. That one is so good. Even the CNBC one's pretty good. Hopefully it goes to the moon. Want to see you make that money. Hey, I appreciate it, Elvis. I appreciate it, bro. I kind of hope it stays at a lower price. You know, I don't want it to go down or anything, but if it stayed trading around $25 for the next, like, while, I wouldn't be upset. Just give me more time to buy more shares. I kind of want to sell my house. Like, as psycho as this sounds, I kind of want to sell my house and buy GameStop shares because you can just make so much money selling options. It's kind of ridiculous. And my house is pretty old. There's a lot of, like, future work that needs to be done. And I don't know. I'm not too excited about being a homeowner personally. I'm not too excited about being a homeowner. I remember earlier today you wanted people to give 500 likes to shut up. No offense, dude, but that's pretty low of you to do. People tuned in for the interview, not you yelling. I did shut up when they got 500 likes, and then people started talking shit because I just wanted to shout Ryan a few times. I mean, if you didn't like the stream, I'm sorry, bro, but like, it's my stream. I can say whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. And when there's 1,500 people in my chat and a majority of them are talking shit, you think I'm gonna give them what they want? This is my stream. Why should I give a bunch of people who are just talking shit what they want? They can easily go out and seek out the fucking they can go and seek out the interview themselves. You know, it's not my fault that they're too dumb to go and find the interview themselves. Yeah, go rewatch the stream. Go rewatch the stream. I was pretty nice. I was pretty nice up until the point and everyone started talking shit. I was being pretty nice. You couldn't find it either, though? That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, alright, I added you, bro. I'm adding you. Love to chat with you sometime this week or later. Probably not today. Maybe sometime this week. Maybe sometime this week. Definitely not. It's pretty late here. It's pretty late here. But we'll definitely chat soon. We'll definitely chat soon. Rewatch a bunch of grown people getting booty tickled that they not getting what they want, then acting like children when they didn't. Yep. Who cares? Go find it yourself. So you call people idiots for not being able to find the stream when you couldn't find it either? No, I called people idiots because they were talking shit in my chat and acting like idiots. Why does there have to be a reason that I'm calling people stupid when they're just acting stupid and I'm reacting to how they're acting? Like, how is that? I don't know. I don't get how I'm the bad guy. I don't get how I'm the bad guy when I had 1,500 people talking shit in my chat. Doesn't really make sense. Maybe if people weren't talking shit and they were trying to help, maybe it would have been different. But instead, I had a bunch of super stonk idiots talking shit in my chat. So why should I be nice? I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be nice to a bunch of clowns. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. I've been selling on eBay full-time for 6 years, so when I saw the news, I put GME back on my watch list. I'll wait patiently for my trade on it, brother. It will come. Patience. Hey, I'm gonna keep accumulating, bro. I don't even look at the price. I don't even care. I just buy when I have cash. Good luck timing the trade, my friend. That's just not what I'm trying to do. That's not what I'm trying to do. My point is, people tuned in for the interview. Had you played along, they would have left more likes, perhaps even subscribed too. And if you're trying to grow a channel, talking shit won't help. No, bro. I've had hundreds of people in my chat like that a bunch of times, and I've been nice. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything, bro. You might think that it does, but it doesn't. Like, I've been doing this for a long time, my friend. It doesn't matter if I'm nice. It doesn't matter if I talk shit. All those people are going to talk shit anyway. All those people are just going to be dickheads anyway. And I'm never going to see them again anyway, even if I was nice. And it doesn't matter because, like, I don't want people who act like that to follow me. I want people who can actually, like, bring value to the stream and, like, be nice. That's what I want. I don't want a bunch of people talking shit just because I can't find a fucking live stream. Like, what? It's not my fault. It's not my fault that Fox Business paywalls their fucking shit. How is that my fault? It's a fucking joke that people like you and all the people in that chat think I'm the bad guy when I'm not. You guys started it. If you guys would have just helped instead of talking shit, it would have been a completely different stream. But instead, you and your little super stonk idiots decided to just talk shit. And you got the stream you got. Because I don't need followers. I don't need a bunch of people who just talk shit to follow me. I don't want a bunch of people who just talk shit to follow me. I want real people. I want real people to follow me. Not a bunch of clowns from Super Stonk. Or wherever those idiots came from. I don't even fucking know. I don't even know how, like, people can act like that. I don't get how people can act like that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They were acting like idiots talking shit. If you got offended by the way other people were getting offended by the clap back, maybe you should work on controlling your emotions yourself. And also, I was just having fun, you know? I was just having fun. The fact that I pissed off over 1,000 people today, you know how cool that is? Who can say that? Like, not many people can say that. How many people can say that they just, like, pissed off 1,000 people in the span of, like, 10 minutes? Not many people could say that. I think that's great. That's a great accolade. That's a great accolade. A bunch of fake GameStop investors got upset. A bunch of wannabe traders got upset. Real GME stockholders don't play along in the first place. Don't act like you know anything about this. Fuck the views and subs. Real ones need a real community. Yeah. I'd rather have 10 real legitimate followers who bring value and are positive than 1,000 people who are just trolls and talking shit and bringing no value any day of the week. You know, having 1,000 viewers who are just blatant idiots and trolls and whatever. Sure, I'd make a lot of money having a lot of viewers like that, but I wouldn't enjoy my time. I wouldn't enjoy my time if that's the stream I had to show up to every single day. I enjoy when, you know, the people that are here all the time are in my stream. After about 5 years in the market, you'd think they would figure it out. What's up, Charmander? How you doing, man? Wait, what? Is your name Charmander and you have War Turtle on your fucking profile picture? Oh, it's not War Turtle. What the hell is that? It's like a Pikachu Squirtle thing. What the hell is that? What the hell is that thing? It's AI generated Pokemon. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, in a perfect world, that stream would have went differently. But like I said earlier, whether I was nice or mean, it wouldn't have changed anything. I could have been the nicest person in the world. They still would have talked shit because I couldn't find the stream. They would have talked shit when the ad started playing. Like, it wouldn't have mattered, bro. It wouldn't have mattered what I said. Wouldn't have mattered how I acted. They would have been mad either way. And they would have all left either way. So, I did what I wanted to do. I did what I wanted to do. And that was talk shit. Playing along means streaming the interview like the title was based off of you're blowing smoke. Alright, if you can't see our perspective, then, I mean, that sucks for you, bro. Get your head out of your ass, and maybe you could, like, see perspectives other people and not base your opinions off of emotion. But since you can't see our perspective, your opinion is irrelevant. Your opinion's irrelevant. I wanted to read it. He said, playing along means streaming the interview like the title was based off of you are blowing smoke. I did stream the interview. So, you're mad for no reason. You and everyone in that stream was mad for no reason, because I did stream the interview. And then an ad started playing. A 5-minute ad started playing during a 9-minute interview. You see the issue there? We wouldn't have been able to watch the interview anyway, because they started playing a 5-minute fucking ad. Oh, man. Oh, man. Crazy. What goes up must come down. If I would have known how to trade puts on my stock, I would have made a killing. There was so much downside. I mean, that's the thing about trading, bro. There's a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas in trading. But shoulda, woulda, coulda doesn't make money. It doesn't do anything. If you're not putting your money, if you're not placing the bet, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas don't matter. Because in the world where you actually place the bet, the stock would have went up, most likely. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas don't exist in trading. You either place the bet or it didn't exist. Sitting and like fixating on trades you could have done and whatever, that's not how it works. Like, you can't be a successful trader focusing on past events. You can't, bro. You can't be a profitable, consistently profitable trader if you're focusing on past events. You need to focus on the future, and you need to focus on placing your bets. Because shoulda, coulda, wouldas, it doesn't work in trading, bro. It doesn't work in trading. I'd be a billionaire if shoulda, coulda, woulda mattered. There's been 10,000 trades that I've missed. Like, shoulda, coulda, wouldas don't matter in trading. There's a fat cat. Hello, kitty. You stole my blanket. That is so rude. You stole my blanket, kitty. What do we do? What do we do, chat? Kind of tired. 9:30. Hour and 20-minute stream so far. I don't really want to like react to anything or anything like that. It's kind of late. It's kind of late to be reacting to anything. If there's like a Seeking Alpha article I can read, I'll read it, but I don't think you can only read one Seeking Alpha article a day, and I don't think it's reset yet. Yeah, it's not going to reset till tomorrow, so I can't read an article until tomorrow. I don't really want to like react to a video right now. I don't know. What should we do? What should we do? I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to do, bro. I'm tired. What day is it anyway? Tuesday? God, bro, it feels like it's been a week already. It feels like it's like Friday, bro. It's been the longest 2 days of streaming of my life, bro. It's been the longest 2 days of streaming of my life. You can get deluded at all kinds of stuff. It's okay, bro. In 10, 20, 30 years, it's not gonna matter, bro. Look at all the top stocks on the market. Everyone 5, 10 years ago had the opinion that, the stock being down was negative. I bet they feel pretty stupid now, because a lot of those stocks are up thousands of %. So, like, if you're too focused on short-term price action and you're not focused on the future, I just don't know. Trading doesn't have guaranteed success. Investing historically has had guaranteed success. If you can make it through 30 years, life comes crazy, brother. You think like I'm not trying to be rude. I've just traded a lot. Like I can just tell, you know, like especially you not knowing what a put is, I can just tell you're new to trading. You think trading every single day of your life for the next 30 years is going to be beneficial? You think it's going to like be a positive aspect of your life? Worrying about what the stock market's doing every single day, gambling every single day, because all trading is gambling. Like trading is not anything other than just gambling. So do you think saving money and investing in a business that's going to grow forever for the next 30 years is less beneficial than gambling every single day for the next 30 years? Because statistically, you're going to lose. Like I'm not trying to be rude, bro. I don't want to like I don't want to upset you or anything like that, but like trading is a losing game. Gambling is a losing game. Unless you're trading the same strategy every single time that has the odds in your favor, like trading is a losing game. If you're just making random trades every single day, you're just gambling, bro. So like I get your perspective cuz I've been there, but I'm telling you, investing is way better. If you're looking at a long enough time frame, investing is way better. And trading has no guarantee. You might have made money on a trade before, but there's no guarantee the next trade's going to be a winner. There's no guarantee the next 5 trades are going to be winners. But if you find a consistently growing company and the stock price is fairly priced, time is on your side. And it's literally the same risk as gambling on trades every single day. So like I don't know, bro. Like I've been exactly where you're at, my friend. I've been exactly where you're at. I've made and lost more money trading than anyone you know. But yeah, I don't know, man. All I can say is good luck. All I can say is good luck on the trading, bro, but I'm telling you, investing is number 1. Not paying taxes is awesome. Was ready to like and subscribe, follow, but you lost me. Oh, well, I'm sorry. This isn't a stream for gambling degenerates. Even though I'm the biggest gambling degenerate any of you guys know. It's not a stream for, you know, wannabes, I guess. It would make sense if if the message I'm trying to put out doesn't resonate with you, because you're probably like a wannabe, bro. You probably don't understand gambling. You probably don't understand trading. That's been the past 6-7 years of my life, bro. Just gambling and trading. Like I know this game so well, bro. I've done it all. You might not think it, but I have. I've literally done it all. And the only thing I haven't done is become a multimillionaire. Trading's not going to get me to become a multimillionaire. It's not. Trading's not going to get anyone to become a multimillionaire unless you get extremely lucky. But I'm not betting on luck. My bets are strategic. My bets are profitable. And I think GameStop's going to make me a millionaire. So the only barrier to that is, you know, not being able to get enough shares. But I don't think trading is going to get me to $1 million. And even if it does, you know, you have to pay 30-40% to the government. So like, what, you make $1 million trading and then you have to give 300-400K to the government? Like, that's, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in becoming a tax-free multimillionaire, and that's it. That's it. No, Ricky, come back. We need you. I think it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy how someone can watch this stream and like not understand the message I'm trying to put out because they watch TikTok or something and they think like trading and gambling is how they're gonna make it. Can I show something here? Like, I get your point that, 30 years isn't guaranteed, but tomorrow's not guaranteed. Do you still want to be, like, you think you're not going to live till you're 60, 70 years old? You want to still be working when you're 60, 70 years old? I don't. I don't. And I don't necessarily think Social Security will be a thing when I'm that old. So, like, I have to find another way. Let's see, where's the, I don't remember where that thing is. This? I don't think it's the shareholder letter. Ah, yes, here it is, here it is. This is Berkshire Hathaway. This is Berkshire Hathaway. This is their investment gains for the past, I actually don't know what that is. 2025 minus 1964. So for the past 60 years. For the past 60 years, Berkshire had an annual compounding gain of 20%. Over that 60-year period, a 6.1 million% return. 6.1 million. Every dollar you put into Berkshire Hathaway in 1964 is $6.1 million today. I'm sorry, but you're not making that trading. You're not making that trading. You're not making that trading ever. The S&P only returned 46,000. I ain't living another 60 years. You don't know that. You don't know that. You could literally change the trajectory of your family's life. Why are you worried about yourself? Why are you worried about yourself? I don't know. Like, I get it. You want to get rich and enjoy your life, whatever. But you just can't argue with this. You just can't argue with 6.1 million% gains. Like, that's insane. That's crazy. 10 years would be cool. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I think I'll be a millionaire in 10 years, but like, my life's not going to change much. I'm still going to be on the stream most likely. And, you can't, like I said, you make $1 million and you sell, you have to pay 300,000-400,000 of it to the government. So it's like, you're not even rich. You're not even rich. It's like you have to make the million and then find a way to exit without paying taxes. Like, at least in the US, I think you can sell up to like 40, 50,000 at 0% with long-term gains. So like, I don't know, man. Like, what do you want to buy realistically? Like, what? I didn't know there were exits without taxes. I was at a Twitch stream and they were super toxic. I'm sorry to hear that, Zito. It happens, bro. It happens. There's a lot of toxicity out there. I think you were here earlier. I think I remember hearing you earlier. I think I remember seeing you earlier in the stream when there was 1,000 people here, bro. Like, the internet's just a toxic place, bro. But you can't take what people say on the internet for face value, because most of them are just depressed people trying to make you feel as bad as they do. And you shouldn't put any value on anything those people say, because if you're happy with your life, even if you're not happy with your life, you shouldn't even, especially if you're not happy with your life, you definitely shouldn't be even talking to it. What's the word I'm looking for? Interacting with those people. But if you're happy with your life and you're being surrounded by people like that, or getting put in situations like that, it's just people trying to make you feel as bad as they do. And you just shouldn't tolerate that. You should be putting yourself in a positive environment that benefits you and makes you feel good, Somewhat sad right now. I'm okay, but they literally bullied me. Sorry to hear that, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, but just the beautiful thing about that is you don't have to talk about you don't have to talk to those people again, You don't got to talk to those people ever again. What stream was it? If you don't mind me asking. I didn't know there were exits without taxes. Well, it just depends. Like, in the US, long-term capital gains. See, it says 0% rate, single filers with taxable income up to 49,000, married couples filing jointly up to 98,000. So if you have long-term capital gains, you can take up to excuse me. Well, I mean, if you have a job too, this isn't really relevant, I don't think. Maybe. I'm not exactly sure if this would combine with your your wages from your job or anything like that, but you can take up to $49,000 at 0% rate with long-term capital gains. So you can do it, but you just got to do it strategically, But overall, I mean, I think the best move would be, if it ever does get to that value where you can make a lot of money, you would just sell an option or something, and then, I don't know, it'd be all situational. It'd be very situational. But yeah, I mean, long-term capital gains, you don't really have to pay taxes for up to a certain amount. Let's see. I was at the end of the beginning. Yeah, I thought I saw your name. Also, I'm Zito. Your stream was posted under my Reddit post. Wait, someone posted my stream on Reddit? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Donald Trump them boys and put a cemetery on your land? Wait, what? Thanks you for understanding me and being empathetic. Yes, I wasted so much time there. Hiring a financial planner ain't a bad idea. Depends on the financial planner for sure. I was there for like 6 or 7 hours, and approximately 3 hours I was muted and didn't notice it. Only when I wrote I was going in 07, no one replied, and after reload it showed me the last message. Anyway, hello guys. Oh yeah. I was in that stream earlier. That's what I was watching the interview on, and then they played a 5-minute ad. A 5-minute long ad, and that's when the stream started attacking me. Kind of ridiculous. But what is that? I didn't actually like look at their chat or anything like that. I probably shouldn't even be promoting this on my stream. But let's see what these idiots. Oh, bro, this guy has 11 followers and a dead chat. Like, you shouldn't be taking anything this guy says for face value, bro. His chat's probably not even real, bro. He probably doesn't even have real followers. It's probably a bunch of bots. I don't even know who this guy is. He doesn't even have a chat, bro. Nobody's even in his chat. But, yeah, just stay away from those guys, bro. A lot of the as we saw today, a lot of the GameStop community is toxic as fuck. So, like, you just shouldn't put too much value on anything they say. But I'm gonna delete this message because I just don't want to promote that in here. Even though nobody will probably look at it, I just don't want to promote it. I was just curious what stream you were in, because I think that's pretty fucked up. Just gotta quit my job for a year before. Yeah, I don't actually know if the long term or like the capital gains mixes with like actual wages. I don't know if it does. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure on that. This dude looks like Tom Hanks in Castaway. Wilson! Wilson! That's funny. You need a professional to set you up to pay basically nothing. There's ways, just not for most people. I mean, a professional advisor isn't... If you've done your research, it doesn't matter whether you have like an advisor or whatever. Like, anyone can learn that stuff. Maybe they'll introduce dividends, can live off of that. That'd be interesting. I'm not a huge fan of dividends because obviously like the taxes, but that would be kind of interesting. This dude's a grifter. Look at the title of the live stream. Well, they did release $5,000 packs, so how am I a grifter? I'm reporting on the news like I do every single day. How am I a grifter for reporting on the news? Doesn't make any sense. And how am I acting like Roaring Kitty? The stream is nothing like Roaring Kitty's stream. Are you like, why are you so butthurt, bro? Why are you so butthurt? You made it sound like you're pulling 5K pulls? Where in the title does it say I'm pulling 5K pulls? It says $5,000 Neutronium GameStop power packs. Where in that title does it say that I'm pulling packs? That's interesting. Do you not know how to read or something? Do you not know how to read? Cemetery tax break. Oh, I see. I appreciate your perspective, brother. I'll definitely back. Hey, much love. Only finds AZ. Much love, bro. Appreciate you stopping back in. Everyone too many beers needs an audience. In the comments it was posted. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know someone shared my stream on Reddit. Usually nobody shares the stream. I'm like the most hated person in the GameStop community. It's great. I mean, look at this guy. The literal title makes you sound like you're pulling 5k packs, likely why you have 12.5 people watching. Well, it's not my fault that you don't know how to read. It doesn't say anything about pulling power packs. I'm reporting on the news. I'm reporting on the news like I do every single day. So, I don't know. I don't know. His mama didn't give him much when he was younger, so he looks to grown men on the internet for attention. Yeah, it's wild how negative people are, bro. It's wild. It's funny how people like say I'm like copying Roaring Kitty when this stream is literally nothing like Roaring Kitty's stream. It's kind of insane. I'll stay away from them. I didn't know that we got apes that don't understand ape fight no ape. Yeah, that's not even real, bro. The GameStop community is toxic as fuck, bro. Like, there's a lot of chill people in the GameStop community, but I would say a solid 98% is just a bunch of toxic fucking losers. Delete all you want. It's your place. Keep it clean. And much love, Zito. Neutronium's genius name. Yeah, that is a cool name. That is a cool name. Bro, been saying that all day. Wait, what? What did I say? I don't remember. What did I say? It's on the website, bro. What's up, Leche? What's up, Leche? Sound like he just learned the term grifter. You assumed that's not his fault. Exactly, bro. Everyone wants to point their fingers at me and act like I'm the bad guy, bro, instead of looking at themselves and how fucking ignorant they are. It's wild. It's wild. The link is different. Reddit post. Oh, okay. After what you did earlier, who wouldn't? What did I do earlier? I don't remember what I did earlier. Oh, man. You're still crying about that? That's crazy. Must have hurt a lot of feelings. Must have hurt a lot of feelings. That's funny. Can't delete it. Okay, perfect. They act like you committed murder, bro. Dude, literally. Literally. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's a bad guy. You'll need people like me. I didn't have a problem with that. I went and rewatched that stream. Like, it wasn't even that bad. All the people who were crying in the chat from that stream were just hella overreacting because I couldn't figure out how to get the live stream going. And then when I found that Twitch stream that had the live stream, the freaking 5-minute ad started playing. So it's not even my fault. You guys just have emotional reactions over stupid shit. It's crazy. Or I guess I shouldn't say you guys, because, you know, most people in here right now are chilling, but everyone who was in that stream earlier was super emotional. Super emotional. Here, we'll just get that guy out of here. He's just trying to rage bait, bro. He has nothing better to do with his time, so he's got to go in random live streams and try to rage bait. I think every stock community is pretty toxic. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. You're probably right. I think it just, people are super emotional when it comes to money. And also people on Wall Street. I mean, not even Wall Street, just people in the stock market realm. I wouldn't even say Wall Street, because most of these people wouldn't last a day on Wall Street, let alone like an hour on Wall Street. They would get absolutely shit on by actual rich people. But I think people in the stock market world just think they're a lot smarter than they actually are. And they're just super emotional. So like when it's the Dunning-Kruger effect or whatever, Dunning-Kruger effect, but mixed with the emotional attachment of money, makes it even worse. Makes it even worse. I'm emotional because of my tism. It's okay to be emotional, bro. It's just, you gotta be emotionally intelligent. You gotta have EQ, you know? It's okay to be emotional, but you gotta be able to like understand your emotions and not let them take control of you. Because that's what most people do. Most people can't think for themselves anymore. Yeah, they got freaking... I mean, it's also just bad information that's being put out there. Like, you can't really... I've been fairly lucky that, I've been exposed to some bad information in the stock market, but I also got extremely lucky that my first quote-unquote mentor in the stock market was a pretty intelligent person. So I've been pretty lucky with, like, a lot of the education I've been exposed to in the stock market. But I would argue that a lot of people don't get exposed to proper education. And then, it's just bad, bro. It's just all around bad. Because when you don't get the proper education and you fail time and time again, you're just going to seek out anything you can to, especially in the stock market. I think, I obviously I relate a lot of stuff to the stock market because that's where my expertise lies. But yeah, when you're getting fed bad information after bad information, it's going to be tough to truly be able to think for yourself. Many live just by, and that's sad, egopaths, not a real diagnostic term. We got to make money off someone. They just can't sit here, seats taken. I'm just ignoring the people that are asking if I'm ripping a pack. Because, I don't know. What am I going to say to them? I mean, I could just tell them no, but I think it's funny that they're like sitting there wondering whether I'm going to rip it or not. It's a lot funnier. Took like 5 years of mistakes to teach myself after downloading Robinhood many years ago. Hey, I mean, if you're a 5-year veteran, you've been exposed to a lot. I think I also, I'm relatively new to the GameStop community. Like, I think there's a lot of people that have been in the GameStop community for the past 6+ years. And I don't think there's good education in the GameStop community. I think I know a lot of the people are driven off emotion and FOMO, and there's a lot of like, I mean, bro, just like back when the 2024 squeeze happened, after it happened, I saw so many people like promoting options, people buying options. And I knew that the stock wasn't going to go up. Like, I've been doing this trading stuff for a long time. It was pretty obvious, but I watched so many people get absolutely fucking wrecked. And they still have a voice in this community. And it's just sad. Like, it's sad that someone can lose like hundreds of thousands of dollars on options and people still follow them and like take their word for value. Like, there's just a lot of bad education in the GameStop community, a lot of bad figures in the GameStop community. So, if all your trading exposure has been because of the GameStop community, you probably haven't learned much, honestly. You've probably learned a lot about business the past few years with all the moves that Ryan Cohen does and stuff, but as far as trading goes, I there's no good traders in this community, bro. There's no good traders in this community. For real, can't read a post on Twitter or Reddit and just believe it without understanding the full picture. So many that just read one headline and go, oh, that's true. Yeah, bro. I mean, it's just like the people who watch like Penguins, when Penguins made that video about GameStop. Penguins is one of the largest YouTubers on the platform. And just because he has a negative view on the stock, or not even the stock, just GameStop's business, everyone's going to subscribe to that idea. And I did get a comment, Penguins talking about GameStop, it puts eyes on GameStop. Sure, it does put eyes on GameStop, but people are going to take Penguin's opinion for face value, even though he's not educated on this subject. So it's like, it's just not beneficial. It's just not beneficial to just like blindly follow people. What's up, Kenny? How you doing, Kenny? How you doing, Kenny? More people need to give themselves credit. These past 5 years have been epic. A lot of new situations for everyone at all levels. Oh yeah, I've learned a lot of interesting things about business the past couple of years being a GameStop investor. There's been a lot of interesting things. Like, I didn't know about warrants or convertible bonds or anything prior to being a GameStop investor. There's been so much to learn, but like trading's a whole different thing. Trading is gambling, and if you don't understand gambling, it's just going to be tough to be successful. I loved Ein Fochman, his analysis. I don't know who that is. I only buy DRS and hold. Nice, bro, nice. Options aren't bad. I mean, I sell puts to get more shares, usually a lower CB. I rarely buy calls, though. I think there's a huge difference between selling options and buying options, though. Like, statistically, selling options is the most successful trade. I don't know the exact percent. I mean, we can look it up. What percentage of options expire worthless? Oh, there's no AI thing. Let's see. A common claim is that 90% of options expire worthless. Therefore, it's better to be a seller of options. This claim misstates a statistic, which is that only 10% of option contracts are exercised. But just because only 10% are exercised does not mean the other 90% expire worthless. According to SIBO, between 55% and 60% of option contracts are closed out prior to expiration. In other words, a seller who sold to open a contract will, on average, buy to close at 55 to 60% of the time, rather than holding the contract. I don't think there's an actual statistic for this, but that leaves only 30 to 35 contracts that actually expire worthless. Ah, okay, so maybe that's not even a real statistic then. That's not even a real statistic. But yeah, I think from my experience anyway, even without statistics, I think selling options is a more profitable trade in general. I think the market's on your side, theta's on your side. Buying options, you just have, buying options, you have to time the market. And you can be correct on your option, but if you didn't buy it at the correct time, you can still lose. So there's just a lot of negative outcomes to trading options. I think if you're going to trade at all, you should obviously trade shares, at least put the odds in your favor by trading shares. But selling options is kind of interesting just because, you just have more on your side. But the gains aren't as high, of course. I've seen dudes lose their families, some funny, some fucked up. I've just never, I've hit options. I've made a lot of money trading options. I've lost money trading options, but most people lose. Most people are not good at trading. So, you mix that fact, most people just aren't good at trading. Most people aren't successful traders. And then you're throwing options into the mix, it's just a recipe for disaster. That's why, that's why I talk negatively about options all the time, just because from my experience, I've just never seen anyone win being an option trader. Or I shouldn't say that. Long term, I haven't seen anyone win. Obviously, I've seen people hit options. I'm sure we all have, but has that same person consistently been profitable over multiple years? I really doubt it. I really doubt it. That is tough. That is tough. Being a consistently profitable trader over years is a difficult thing to achieve, especially as an option trader. Did you watch Joseph Carlson's reaction to the Ryan Cohen interview? I don't know who that is. If it's not a large YouTuber, I probably won't react to it. I'm only reacting to YouTubers with large followings. Oh, this guy does have a pretty large following. No, I haven't seen this guy's video. Which one is it? Is it this one? 4 stocks to buy after earnings, or what? What video is it? I don't even know who this guy is. But what's up, Martin? Hope you're doing good, bro. I think trading is easy if you had good knowledge, i.e. what has to happen next evolutionary. I mean, trading is easy, but you're still just gambling. You can't predict whether a stock's going to go up or down. In some cases you can. There's certain economic trades that could be quote unquote easy if you're educated on economics, but if you're just placing a random trade on a random day, there's no guarantee that it's going to work out. Every trade you place is 50-50, unless you're using a trading strategy that has statistical odds that have been back tested, which most people don't back test their trading strategies. That is very rare. Very rare. Penguins has the same opinion as everyone I know who pays no attention to the market. Yeah. Exactly. but it's just like an echo chamber of terrible just terrible points of view. Good man, working late today. What about you? I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just chilling. Little late night stream. It's getting pretty late though. There's such a huge window for a lot of people to win at levels they think are successful. It gets to their head immediately. It creates entitlement for a lot. The latest video. All right, I'll try to find it and I'll throw it into the mix.
Welcome back.
Does he have chapters? Meta, Microsoft, Buffett. Oh, there. Okay, I see. Fail of the week. Yeah, maybe I'll react to that. I'm not sure. I'll save it for now. I have a lot of things to react to right now. A lot of videos to make. So I'll try to get to it. 90%, what the fuck? Yeah, I guess that's just a myth. But either way, selling options, the theta's on your side, so statistically it should be a better trade. But it's still risky, Still risky. No matter how you look at it. Trading's risky and it's just gambling. People try to act like it's not, but it is. It is. There's some professional approaches you can take, and you can be profitable trading, but it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. I have an idea what GameStop could do after eBay, but it's related to resources. What do you mean? What do you mean? I always get wrecked on options. Timing's key. Not being emotional's key. Yeah. Timing is 100% key on options. Especially if you're trading short dated. Because, options, they're all priced in. So the only way you win on an option is if the stock makes a surprise move that the only way you win on options is if the stock makes a move that the option market isn't expecting. And, the option market's all mathematics. It's all math. So you're betting against the greatest math wizards in the world. Same with sports betting, Sports betting, trading, you're betting against the greatest mathematicians in the world. You really think you're smarter than them? I think that's very debatable. Very debatable. Selling's better. Always lost buying. I usually have a price I want to buy at and sell puts till I get them. Some months they expire worthless. Some I get called, but most of the time they expire worthless. I mean 70% of the time. I'm at 15k shares out of them now. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's fire, bro. That's awesome. Puts are chill. If you don't care if you get exercised on the puts or whatever. That's chill. Puts are chill. And I think selling calls are chill too, if you have the shares, because there's really not much risk. But yeah, selling puts is chill if it's something you don't care that you have to buy. 90% of the time I sell options, they expire worthless. I stick to buying DRS. Hell yeah. Hit like. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button if you haven't. Do I know about ICC? Nah, I don't know what that is. I don't pay attention to many other stocks. I assume you're talking about a stock, but I don't really pay much attention to other stocks besides GameStop and the overall market. Do you like ComputerShare? The company I work for uses it for stock plans and the fees are insane. So I stay away personally. They need better tech. I don't mind. I haven't noticed any fees on ComputerShare. But I don't have a lot of money on computer share. I think I only have like 70-ish shares in my computer share. I do have like I think it's like $60 a month buying thing on computer share, but I don't even look at my computer share ever. Gme after eBay can monopolize on osmium. I don't know what that is. What's osmium? Osmium's so new it hasn't had time to have a real market. Most precious metal in the whole universe. Priced in 10x of gold while 100x more rare. Gme could easily monopolize on it. Theoretically, it could rise another 10x probably. I don't know if that's a smart thought though. I don't know either. I'm not a huge fan of like commodities and stuff. They don't produce anything. Like I like investing in business because you're actually buying something that produces something. Like if you're just investing in metals or commodities, whatever, Pokemon cards, crypto, like it really doesn't do anything, you know? It's kind of just based on whatever the market thinks it's valued at. Obviously, there's some variations when it comes to like oil and stuff like that, but overall, it doesn't really produce anything. It's not like oil is like I guess like oil and gold and stuff like that are gaining value because of the potential how would you put it? Like there could be less and less oil in the world every single day, so theoretically it should get more and more expensive. Like I guess I get that aspect, but oil doesn't like produce well, I don't really know how to put this. There's just a huge difference between investing in business and commodities. Commodities just don't produce anything. Like a piece of silver, or an ounce of silver, it is 50, $60 or whatever it's at. But an ounce of silver can't make you more money, An ounce of gold can't make you more money. It has its value. It can go up in value and you can make money that way, but like investing in business, if you invest in the correct business, it can theoretically grow forever and continue to make more and more profits. And yeah, I just like investing in business, and I would imagine Ryan Cohen's the same way. That's why they didn't buy that much Bitcoin, because Bitcoin doesn't produce anything, If they thought like Bitcoin was a good investment, they would have dumped billions of dollars into it. But yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of osmium though. What is that? Osmium? Chemical element. Hard brittle bluish white transition metal in the platinum group. Ah. Okay. Interesting. Never heard of that. I'm not a smart man, meme. It's a trading strategy, sure has another name, but that's what I know it as. I've never heard of that. ICC, I don't know what that stands for. Sound intriguing. Business is alive, I get it. Yeah, exactly. Business is alive. I'm not saying that like it couldn't be a good investment or anything like that. It's just commodities just don't produce anything. That's my big issue. And personally, I would never invest in a commodity or crypto, or maybe I would invest in Pokemon, but I probably will never invest in Pokemon. I like business. Oh. Moose. Wow. I would never expect Moose to show up at this late night stream, bro. That's crazy. What's up, Moose? What's up, bro? I would never expect you to be here, bro. I'm in bed. That's funny. Moose is loose. Moose on the loose. That's funny. Going to sleep. Here, I'll try to put you to sleep, Moose, with some nice ASMR. Is this doing it for you? I've been using ICC and fib retracement as my strategy. Target bounces is 618 and 786. Still gambling, I suppose, but with better odds. Yeah, and I'm sure it's when you're using something like that, I'm sure the risk management is a little bit better than just making like random trades. See, I don't find any issue in that. Like if you're using the same strategy every time and it's consistently working, like obviously you still lose on trades, everyone does. Like I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But most people just randomly trade and they think they're cool when they hit something, and then they're butthurt when they lose something and they wonder why. But if you have like a consistent strategy you're using where it's like solid risk management and the odds are in your favor, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Because to me, like the point of trading is risk management. I think that's the whole point of being a trader, is to manage your risk and capital what's it called? Capital, why can't I think of what it's called? I don't know why I can't think of what it's called, but just not losing capital. Preservation, thank you. Yes, capital preservation. That's what trading's all about, is capital preservation, in my opinion. I invest in GME only. I like business too. The point I'm making is Osmium hasn't gotten any digital certificates. You can basically only acquire it physically. So GameStop could open up a market of... Okay, I see. But then they would have to like store it, because they would have to buy the physical product to even sell it like digitally. And I think storing something like that could potentially be very expensive. That's also why I don't like that kind of stuff, like the storage aspect. I feel harassed after that ASMR. Because before this, I was getting killed every time. Yeah, that's great, bro. That's awesome that you found something that's working. That's awesome. Please tell me you didn't pull a neutrino. Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. I don't think I'll ever pull a power pack again, honestly. I'm not really interested in collecting Pokemon cards. The only way I would pull power packs again is if the Pokemon market crashed and I was already up massive on GameStop. Maybe. But even that's not a guarantee. And I don't think the Pokemon market's going to crash anytime soon, or at all. %1,000% live to trade another day. Yep. Yes, sir. Right now I'm 95% GME, 5% NAC. Diversification won't make no money. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of diversification. What the hell's NAC, though? Never heard of it. Northern Dynasty Minerals. Oh, it's a mining company. 1 billion. What do the fundies look like? 1.2 billion market cap, about. Oh, it's foreign. You can't research it. I mean, you probably can, but... .99999% GME. Same. I mean, yeah, basically. The 0.0001% leftover funds. Yeah, the 0.0001%'s like $23 because it's at 24, so you can't buy it. Up only, too many gamblers. Yeah, too many gamblers. I mean, technically we're gambling, you know, investing in GameStop, but time's on our side. I think time's on our side, potentially. Bought NAC at 77 cents, sold enough calls that I got my money back, so it's a free ride in hopes they finally get the okay to actually mine. Interesting. What was the price at? I didn't even look at it, honestly. I mean, I did, but I kind of just glanced for a second. I pretty much just looked at the market cap. I didn't even look at the price. Oh, $2? Oh, you're crushing on that. That's awesome. You're crushing. Crushing. I'm sure Roaring Kitty will come back at some point, so whatever's up the Kansas City Shuffles isn't over. Maybe. I'm not really betting on Roaring Kitty coming back. I do appreciate the old videos and the old streams. I learned a lot from them. Oh no, I'm talking about Pokemon. Yeah, definitely. The only way the Pokemon market crashes is if it stays flat for like a really long time and it stops going straight up, and scalpers' margins on the sealed product get smaller, then people will start dumping their stuff. But if people are, you know, still making money scalping and the card prices are still going up, it's just never going to change. It's got to be stagnant. 100% certain he comes back. It's probably best if Roaring Kitty doesn't come back. 5D moves are played, then the dog waiting forever is the surface, and the meaning is the connection to actual ending. Yeah, but like from my perspective, Roaring Kitty didn't pump the stock. I think that's a perspective that a lot of people are sold on. Like Roaring Kitty didn't make the stock go up. He just started tweeting at a very proper time. So even if he does come back, it really doesn't matter. Like I don't think. It'd be cool, you know. It'd be cool to see another meme movie. That shit was pretty funny. But ultimately, I don't think it matters too much if he comes back or not. He's left his mark. You know, if you've watched his old streams and his old videos, you have all the education you need going forward, really. If Roaring Kitty came back, I would tell all my coworkers and bosses, F you, I'm out. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, you be crushing, bro, with all the shares you have. Shoo. Shoo. He didn't pump it, he knows shit. Yeah, I think he's just a very educated investor. And now a very educated trader. And potentially, have you guys ever thought maybe Roaring Kitty's the market maker for GameStop? I don't know. Has anyone ever thought about that? What if he's the market maker? That'd be pretty interesting, right? He brought a lot of eyes to a great turnaround story, at least. Yeah, a lot of people got wrecked, though. What are your thoughts on AI taking more jobs? I believe people aren't prepared for what's coming. I'm not a huge fan of AI, personally. I'm not a huge fan of AI. But yeah, I don't really have like an opinion on AI taking jobs and stuff like that. It sucks. It sucks. But I'm just not a huge AI fan. And as of this moment right now, I don't think AI is as good as people are trying to like promote it, you know? Of course people are saying AI is the next best thing because they got to sell you on it, you know? I actually watched a very interesting video recently that you guys should go watch. I think it'll be very eye-opening. There's this Channel 5 video that got posted recently. This one, 12 days ago. How billionaires captured the media.
Resisting you.
Bro. You gotta watch this. You gotta watch this stream, bro. Or this video. How billionaires captured the media by Channel 5. This video will change your perspective on media. This is a crazy video to watch. This is a crazy video. Even alluded to that in this last stream. 140% plus short interest pumped the stock. I got in Gme February 22nd. Prior to that, I never touched stocks. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I'm talking more about 2024. Of course, 2021 he didn't pump the stock. Like, that's the story that got sold to the masses. But of course, in 2021 he didn't do it. But I think a lot of people truly think that Roaring Kitty coming back in 2024 was the reason the stock got pumped. But I don't think that. The AI and automation's picking up faster than I thought it would. Oh yeah, I mean, it's definitely a force and it's never going away. But I think it's still going to be a few years before you see a I mean, I guess we'll see. I don't know, man. I'm not a big like AI guy. I don't really like research it or really care much about it, so you know, I don't know. I joined 2023 August. I remember how Shills once sputted that he left and blah, but he didn't. I knew he'd come back. Hidden shorted shares and fragile system of shorts. Citadel is. I mean, there's a lot of market makers. But is there a world where you know, Roaring Kitty sold a bunch of calls or something back when the stock hit $420 and he made potentially billions of dollars? I mean, we know he made hundreds of millions, but what if he made billions that he's not showing and he is actually the market maker of this stock? I don't know, it's just an interesting theory. I'm not saying it's true or not, but it's definitely possible, I think. There he is, Mayo Man. Yeah, he's Mayo Man's one of our emotes. More players than Citadel. They're players trying to push the bearish narrative, as there are other players trying to take out Citadel. I mean, Citadel is one of the largest shareholders of GameStop, so I don't even know why people still have the perspective that Citadel is like negative, because they're literally like the 7th largest holder of GameStop shares. And, you know, we can go to Whale Wisdom and see that. Oops, it's this one. Yeah, I mean, Citadel is literally the 2nd largest call holder of GameStop, but they're you know, they're also the 3rd largest holder of puts. But okay, so maybe they're not as big of a shareholder as I thought. They just have a lot of options. I thought they had a lot of shares too, though. Maybe they reduced their position. I haven't looked at this in a while. They could have reduced their position. But they do have a lot of calls and puts. So, you know, Citadel does have an incentive for the stock to go up, for sure. And they don't really benefit if the stock goes down either. Yeah, they must have trimmed their share position or something. I don't see them. Oh well. Oh well. I work in tech. I use AI every day. Just the eye of AI hasn't been invented yet. It's good either way, data though. Interesting. Interesting perspective. Civilian AI is only as intelligent as the person using it / programming it. True. Mostly ops, SRE. I'm a DevOps mostly, still studying computer science, working a so-called mini job for a startup. Got 2 jobs to be precise. One software dev, other one is cashier basically. That's awesome, bro. I love that. At least you're out there grinding, bro. At least you're not unemployed like me. I'm just a fucking unemployed YouTuber, bro. I made like $200 last month. I'm fucked. I'm fucked, bro. I'm lucky. I'm just lucky I have had successful trades in the past, and so far the GameStop investment has been successful, or I'd be fucked. Team parts into photonic computing manufacturers. All I know is if I have a company that can be automated and not have a bunch of lazy workers, why wouldn't I want that? I mean, I think Ryan Cohen talked about it as well, but like, what's gonna happen if AI takes everyone's job and nobody has a job? Like, obviously people are gonna have jobs, but what's gonna happen when like a small majority of people don't have a job? Like, I don't think that's gonna be beneficial to the economy. Because how are people gonna buy your product or anything like that if they don't even have money? If they can't even live? Like, I don't know. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I think AI could be also very negative in the future, potentially. Make it sure what they want. I don't trust Citadel since absolutely not. Become more and more useless and get paid €14 an hour. People working towards their own demise for some of these companies. Just realized I quoted myself. I work for a giant corp, so 90% are idiots, all red tape and paperwork to do anything. Pay good though, social circumstances are annoying. Let's come up with some cool idea and have some like Zeto PR, and I handle the tech for you. Job market gets flooded, wages decrease. True, very true. Very true. Seen the data, humans did it to themselves. Manufacturing's first to go. Yeah, definitely. I think so as well. Manufacturing and like coding. Most things are illegal or gray. Had like 5 projects, all failed due to German laws. Been in this 20 years, all meeting politics, super annoying, playing nice with fake leadership. Nevertheless, realizing creating my Varley. What's up, Varley? Why we live? I'm just chilling, bro. It's getting pretty late. Damn, we're doing a 2.5 hour stream. Oh, bro, How are we doing a 2.5 hour stream this late? There's nothing really going on. I've just been chilling. I mean, they did release the $5,000 packs, so I was making a stream clip about that. But yeah, other than that, I don't think anything's happening. I don't know if I'm curious to see if we'll get any more news or anything to talk about going forward. It might be a few weeks before we actually get something to talk about. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen here. It's pretty late though. Pretty late though. Good seeing everyone late night. Time to catch some Z's. Alright, Moose, I'll see you tomorrow, bro. Yeah, I should be live tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to react to and a lot of videos to make, so I'm sure I'll be live tomorrow. I think I'm gonna get out of here as well, bro. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. It's late. 6:49 a.m. in Germany. Ah, bro. It's 10:49 p.m. here. It's past my bedtime, bro. That's why Elon Musk says there will be a universal basic income. He knows that's the only way once it takes over. Yeah, most likely. Most likely. Humans are selfish idiots and they hide behind their faults, not realizing they're creating the data as to why it's absolutely necessary to replace them with machines. Wild times. God bless. Hey, God bless. Only Finds. Appreciate you stopping back in, bro. Yeah, you have a good one too, Zito. Hopefully we see you again, bro. Appreciate you. Varley, much love, Varley. Much love, Varley. Appreciate you stopping in for a second, bro. Sorry, I'm ending the stream like right as you got here, but it's late, bro. I've already been streaming for 2.5 hours. Hey, Ziggy. Appreciate you always supporting the stream, Ziggy. Much love, bro. Appreciate you, bro. I don't know who else is here. Leche. Appreciate you, Leche. Appreciate you always supporting the stream. Kenny, if you're still here. Appreciate you, bro. I don't know who else is here. But if you watched the stream before and you're an OG to the stream, just know I really appreciate your support. If you're new here, thanks for giving the stream another chance. And hopefully we see you again. I'm drunk. Alright, Leche. Well, enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it. I'm stoned. Damn, I'm jealous, bro. I'm jealous. I wish I was stoned right now. I'm just tired. But, yeah. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you, guys. This is a fun little late night stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow. And, yeah. I'll catch you guys later. God bless you. Have a good night. Peace.